Hello, it's Laura Firth and welcome to our Pilates class today. Today we're going to focus on Pilates class for runners. So we're going to start standing today, and if there is any exercise or stretch in this video that you find feels good for an area that might feel tight for you, then feel free to press pause and just hold the stretch for as long as you like. So start with your feet hip width apart, feet parallel. Soften the knees slightly. Draw the abdominals and the pelvic floor in and up, so feel a scoop in towards the spine. The bottom just pulls in lightly and then rolling through the spine all the way down to a forward fold, but shoulders away from the ears. Hands come to your shins and then breathe in to lift your chest, lengthen your spine in your arms. Breathe out and then let your head release once again, forwards fold. And then breathe in to roll all the way up through your vertebrae. So here, take another breath, and as you breathe out, chin to your chest, rolling down through your spine, trying to articulate your spine one vertebrae at a time to your forward fold. Breathe in here to lengthen. Breathe out to extend forwards again to your forward fold, and then draw the abdominals in as you restack the spine to standing. So just starting to warm up the spine and just releasing all the muscles around the spine. So check that your shoulders are drawing down and breathing out to roll down. Let the back of the neck be soft, crown of the head heavy, and then breathe in to lengthen, breathe out to soften. Here, just soften the knees as much as you need to. Draw the abdominals in and roll all the way up, widening through your chest. Imagine your ears sliding back towards your shoulders, or the back of your head pressing back to an imaginary wall behind you. And then roll down once again, breathing out. Breathe in, flat back. Straight arms. Breathe out and extend to deepen the stretch a little bit more. Then hold onto the opposite elbows and staying in your forward fold, just slightly rock from side to side. Keep the crown of the head reaching down, back of the neck soft and belly lifted. You might like to straighten the legs a little bit more. Now hands towards the ankles, bend the knees and then straighten the knees any amount. Breathe in and bend, breathe out and stretch. And here you want to feel an increase in the length down the back of the legs. So the bottom and the hips and the sit bones want to feel like they're reaching up towards the ceiling. Release the arms and then bend your right knee, push it forwards. Hands can be on the floor, to your hands, to your shins, wherever they can reach. Switch to the left and breathe in. Breathe out, bend the left knee. Breathe in and switch. So here, if you find that this feels really good, then hold it and take a couple of breaths with each leg. Feel free to kind of indulge in this one. And just keep switching. Keep the back of the neck released. Bend both knees. And then roll all the way up through the spine once again, relaxing the shoulders down. Bring your hands to your hips. Draw your shoulder blades in and down your back. Breathe in and lift the heels to rise. Breathe out and lower. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower. Now the feeling of pressing your head back keeps the length down the back of the neck and keeps our posture and our alignment correct, as we tend to kind of jut the head forwards normally. Now lift the right heel and then pedal the feet, so switching legs. So breathe in, breathe out. So the breath is in through the nose softly, out through relaxed lips. So breathing in through the nose, breathe out through your mouth. Nice, smooth and slow. Now we're going to lift the right knee up and place the right knee down. inhale, lift the left leg, exhale to lower it down. Now feel the movement come from your core. So strong core to control your body and to stop your hips from rocking from side to side. You will feel the weight change within the feet, but we never want to rock through the hips. Right leg, toe or heel lifted, and then open and close the knee to the side 4 times, and then switch to the left. Open, close, open, close, open, close, and open, close, and release down. This time lifting the right knee. We're going to open the right knee to the side, bring it in, and then down. Left side, breathe in, lift, breathe out to open, and in, down. Breathe in, breathe out, open, breathe in, back to center, breathe out as you lower down. So once again with the breath, breathe in, lift, breathe out, open, breathe in, back to center, breathe out to lower down. So just one breath for each movement, so don't worry too much that you've got the breath wrong. As long as you breathe in, smooth and control breaths, and that's going to help keep the movement smooth and controlled. Right leg, 2 circles outwards, and then 2 circles inwards. It seems I can't count. 4 in each direction, and then switching sides, the left leg. 4 circles outwards, so one breath again for each circle. Draw the abs in strongly, and reverse, take the circles the other way. Breathe, keep length through your spine, really strong standing leg. Just starting to mobilize all the muscles around the hip and starting to release any tension that might be created while running. Release the arms. Now we're going to take our roll down to bring us all the way down to the mat now. So you're breathing out to roll down, bringing your hands to the floor. Soften your knees here if you need to. And then walk your hands out into a plank position. Nice and strong. Lower the knees down and tuck your toes. Bring your hips back towards your heels. Extend your arms forwards for child's pose. Now just check that your shoulders aren't by your ears. So draw your shoulders down lightly and then roll up to come to seated again. Bring your feet round, shift yourself on your mat forwards, hands to the back of your thighs, breathe in and lift the chest, breathe out chin to chest and roll halfway down. Breathe in and lift. Now just check that your feet are hip width apart and take them a bit further away so we've got a 90-degree angle at the knee joint. Breathe out to roll down, breathe in to roll up to a straight spine. Breathe out, draw the belly into the spine, breathe in to lift. So as you roll down halfway, keep the collarbones wide and keep the shoulder blades drawing in and down your back. And breathe out. This time rolling all the way down to your mat. And then shift your feet in just slightly, again 90-degree angle coming into our 100. The arms, and you can lift your head and shoulders, you can lift your knees to tabletop or extend the legs fully, heels together, toes apart. And then begin to pump the arms, breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. So you're using your arms to create the rhythm of the breath. As you've curled up, if you're in this position, keep the tips of your shoulder blades down. Keep your head pressing back to that imaginary wall to keep the chin to the chest. Stop our head jutting forwards once again. Pelvic floor in, lower back down. Really important if you've got your legs lifted from the floor. Got your legs totally extended, really pull up on the kneecaps, extend the feet. Slowly release, bend the knees in, release the head and shoulders down. Feet come back to the floor, and then arms reach up towards the ceiling. Shoulder width, breathe in here. Breathe out, draw the abdominals in, and then curl up through the spine. Adjust the feet if you need to, rolling all the way up. This time coming into the roll up. So this time we breathe in, curl the spine, breathe out, roll all the way down, Arms come above the head, front ribs pull in, so back ribs press down into the mat. Breathe in, half curl. Breathe out to roll yourself all the way up. Keep curling forward. So you can keep your knees bent or straighten your legs forwards, flexing the feet. And again, breathe out to roll down through your spine, chin to chest. Reach your arms overhead, pull the front ribs in, shoulders down. Breathe in, half curl, and breathe out, curl your spine up. And again, draw the abs in nice and strong. We're aiming to get a really good C shape in the spine. And arms above the head, breathe in for half curl. So peel the spine up from the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Reach forwards, breathe in, breathe out, roll all the way down. Really control this movement, so go as slow as you can. Arms above the head, breathe in to curl, breathe out to draw the abs in even stronger, to roll all the way up and reach forwards. Chin to chest, roll down through the spine once again. Arms above the head, draw the front ribs in, so no arching away from the floor. Breathe out, roll all the way up. Now again, to modify, bend the knees at any point if you need to. Roll all the way down once again, breathing out. Arms lift above the head and then release them down by your sides. Rebend the knees, 90 degrees again. Right knee into the chest, left hand on your knee, right hand towards the ankle, and then left leg lifts, either tabletop or fully extend, rotate your thigh. Pilates stance, elbows wide, breathe out as you draw the knee in, breathe in as you switch, breathe out. In, breathe out, breathe in, switch, breathe out. So single leg stretch, you can keep your head and shoulders down or lift them up. The lower you take the leg to the floor, the harder the abdominals have to work to keep the lower back close to the floor and the tailbone grounded down. So pull the knee in, or both knees in, release the head and shoulders down. Breathe in, flex the feet, breathe out, point. Breathe in, flex, breathe out, point, flex and point. And then right leg extends, left leg extends but a split position. You can soften the knees or fully extend. Hands, the back of the thigh. Now we breathe in and breathe out, out as you pulse the leg in twice. The higher the hand holds on the leg, the further the leg is going to come in towards the body. And lifting the head and shoulders up or keeping them down as you like. Tailbone grounded, lower back down, so strong connection with the abdominals. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Deep breaths. Slowly release. Hug your knees in. Release your head and shoulders down. Feet to floor. Reach the arms up. We're going to use our roll up to bring ourselves all the way to seated again. So roll up through the spine to seated. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to roll halfway back and open the right arm. Breathe in to lift. Bring your arm back in. Breathe out, left arm open. So you're still drawing the abs in to C-shape the spine, but we're keeping the chest lifted and the eye gaze on the hands. So we breathe out to roll back and twist. Breathe in to lift. So breathe out to the right. Open the right arm. Breathe in to lift again. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in to lift. And slowly roll down all the way to your back again. Adjust the feet if you need to. Right knee in and then extend the leg up. Hands to the back of your right thigh and then keep the left leg bent or extend it fully. Now we're going to breathe in to flex your right foot. Breathe out to point. Once again, flex and point. You keep going with this. The extended leg, if it's extended, really pull up on the thigh. So extend the leg and reach through the heel. Abdominals draw in, tailbone heavy. Now breathe in, bend your knee and flex your foot. Breathe out and point and straighten the leg. And again, bend and stretch, bend and stretch. So you're working the front of the thigh as well as using the arms to increase the stretch in the hamstring, and also working the stretch in the calf. Now bend the right knee. You're going to place your left hand on your left hip, open the right knee to the side and then cross it over. And you're just going to do little semicircles with the right knee. So bringing the knee out, bringing the knee in. Keeping the hips grounded down, so try not to let the hips rock from side to side. And then take the knee open and hold it here. So keep the left hip grounded down, keep the abdominals drawing in, spine long, shoulders relax as you breathe and stretch. Last breath here. And then switch hands so your left knee is on the right knee and then cross your right leg over to the left. So try and keep the knee as high as you can, and that's going to help stretch a little bit deeper into the upper hip and into the lower back a little bit more. This is really good for the muscle that attaches to the ribs and the spine down into the hips. This can be often quite tight. Let's switch sides. So left leg extends, right leg bent or straight. Breathe in, flex, breathe out, point. And again, tailbone grounding down, so the lower back is nice and long, so we never want to curl it into the floor too much. Here we want to draw the abs in so the spine is protected, but the tailbone stays grounded. And flex and point, breathe nice and deep. Now bend the knee as you flex, and then straighten the knee and point. Breathe in, bend, breathe out, point. The extended leg along the floor, if it is extended, really engage the thigh once again. So really extend through the heel and feel that extension then radiate in the opposite direction through the crown of the head, keeping the back of the neck long, chin towards your chest. Breathe and bend, and left knee in, left hand on your knee, bring it out to the left and then cross it over. Once again, just make semicircles with the left knee. So just releasing any tension, mobilizing the hip again. Really getting the joint working. Right hip grounding down. So try not to round the lower back, keeping the hips grounded and no rocking in the hips side to side. Keeping the left knee open this time. Hold it here for 4 breaths. Keep active in the abs. Keep active in the legs and the spine. Keep relaxing through the shoulders. Breathing nice and deep. Last breath. And then switch the hands on your left knee, taking the left knee over to the right this time. As close to the floor as you like, and you always can bend an underneath knee if you like, if it's straight. Taking your head and your eyes to the opposite side. Yeah, and just breathe and try and relax into the stretch. Slowly release, bring your left knee in again, and then right knee comes in to join. And you're going to roll to your left side, and then come all the way onto your side. We're going to come into mermaid. So your right foot is in front of the left, both knees are bent, your left knee is on the floor. Left hand on the floor, and we breathe in to lift, and we breathe out to lower down. So just the feet if you need to, just as I did when I stretched. So side bend. I think I said mermaid, I meant side bend. So we breathe in to lift, and we breathe out to lower down. Now if this is too much for the shoulders or the wrists, you can have a go at the same thing on the forearm. I'm going to hold it up, we're going to curl under and reach up. So you want to feel the hips nice and high and really exaggerate the range of motion here as you can. And this is going to help stretch a little bit further, as well as strengthen the core. So we always think legs when we're running, but the core is really important for the whole body. So we strengthen the core, we stretch it to keep it mobile and keep it strong. This time it's mermaid. So sit however's comfortable. We breathe in, we breathe out to come over to the side, we breathe in to lift, breathe out to the other side. So we breathe in, lift, we breathe out to C-shape the spine to the side, we breathe in to lift, and we breathe out. 2 more of these to each side. So the hips here want to be grounded down as much as possible, and if you need to, grab something to sit on if you find that your spine is rounding forwards. You want to imagine that you're moving between 2 panes of glass here, so your chest stays really wide. Last one, and then slowly switch sides. So we're going into side bend on the other side first. So your top leg, your top foot comes in front, your bottom foot is behind. And the top foot is planted on the floor. Set your hand underneath, fingers to the side, and stretch. And then lower. Breathe in to lift. C-shape, lift the hips as high as you can. Breathe out and lower down. Breathe in to lift. And breathe out to lower. Keep your spine long. Keep the crown of the head reaching away. Abdominals are nice and strong. Hold it here. Top arm. Oops, I think I had a bit of a balancing issue there. So we breathe in to curl it under. Breathe out to lift it up. So I think I released my abdominals, which is definitely not what you want to do. We want to always engage the abdominals in Pilates. So get into that habit with every exercise, whichever laying position or starting position you are in. Always hold your core. And then release, coming into mermaid on the other side. So set up in your seated position again. Use a block, use anything underneath your hips if you like. Breathe in and then breathe out. C-shape your spine to the side. Breathe in, lift, and breathe out to the other side. Breathe in and lift once again, and breathe out. So you always breathe in and lift and lengthen your spine. Find space between the vertebrae, and then keep that length and space as we C-shape the spine. And that's going to help create a little bit more flexibility and mobility in the spine. Breathe in, lift, breathe out to C-shape, breathe in, lift once again, and last one to the side, breathe out. Breathe in to lift, and then release the arms down. Bring your knees and your feet together, both hands down, then come into an all-fours position. So knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders. Breathe in to lift your chest and your tailbone just lightly, and then breathe out, tuck your chin under and C-shape the spine. Breathe in again, lift the chest through the gates of the arms. Breathe out and C-shape the spine the other way. Breathe in and breathe out through your mouth. Draw the abs in here nice and strong. And breathe in and breathe out. Bring your spine back to neutral. I'm going to step our right leg forwards, front knee over your ankle, and then just check that your back, knee and ankle are in line. You can keep your hands down, you can stay in this position, or you can join me for the floor. So you breathe in, lift, you breathe out, circle the arms back, breathe in, hands come down and shift the hips back, breathe out, fold forward over your front leg. Breathe in, lift into your lunge, breathe out, circle back. Breathe in, hands down, shift your hips back. Breathe out to fold. 2 more of these. So keep pulling your right hip back. Keep sending your left hip forwards. And this is going to help straighten the hips, keep them square, and keep everything in line. Yeah. So breathe in, lift. Breathe out, circle. Breathe in, shift back. And breathe out, forward fold. So kind of warming the muscles. Oh, I thought I was going to do another one then. So you breathe in, lift, and then we breathe out. This time you're going to take your left arm back towards your thigh, the back of your thigh or your calf. So really increasing the stretch down the hip flexors, the front of the body into the quadriceps. Keep pulling the right hip back again. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. Bring your hands on the inside of your foot. So heel toe your right foot slightly to the side. Now you can breathe and hold here, or you can breathe out, bring your arms further forwards, or bring your forearms down. Now I've got a bit of a curve in my spine when I bring my forearms down. So I'm going to lift and keep my hands on the floor to keep a lengthened spine. Just hold it here for another breath. Breathe in to lift. And then heel toe your foot back in. You're going to lift your back heel or your back. Toes are going to tuck under and you're going to lift your knee, not your heel. So you can keep your hands down or you can bring them to the thigh. So we breathe out and lift, breathe in and lower. This again is warming and increasing the stretch in the muscles as we move. Now we shift our hips to the front, keep your legs wide, press your right knee back and you can flex your left foot if you like. And just hold it here for a couple of breaths. If this is too intense, find another stretch that is good for your inner thigh. Slowly switch sides and we're just going to rock from side to side. Now you may find that coming this low is a bit too much for you. So if it is, keep your hips a little bit higher. Bring your feet a little bit closer if the width of the feet is too wide. And breathe in and breathe out. And then we're just going to hold it here for another couple of breaths. Really stretching down the inside of the thighs. And then turn your hips to the other side. So this time we've got our left foot forwards. Front you over your ankle, so adjust as needed. Untuck your back toes. Breathe in and lift. Square your hips. Breathe out. Circle them down. Breathe in, hands down. Oh, I think I might have got a bit confused on this side. And I think there is when I just realised. So breathe out and circle. Bring your hands down. Shift back and forward fold as you exhale. Over the front leg. And again, breathe in and lift. Breathe out, circle. Breathe in, hands down. Shift your hips back. Breathe out, forwards. And again, if you find that you want to do this more because you enjoy doing this little flow, then press pause or rewind, do it again. Whatever feels good for your body. Breathe in and lift. This time breathe out, circle. Breathe in, shift back and forward fold as you breathe out. This is our last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time take your right arm back towards your right calf or to the back of your right thigh. Still keep pressing your right hip forwards and your left hip back. Square the hips. Bring your eye gaze wherever feels good. You're going to keep extending through the spine. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower down. Now heel toe your left foot wide and hands on the inside. Again, breathe in, find length through your spine. Breathe out, hands down or forearms down. I'm a little bit tighter on this side. So if you're a bit looser on this side, go a little bit deeper. If you're tighter, come a little bit further up. Whatever feels good. Now just pull your left knee in towards your arm or your shoulder, and that's going to help square the hips once again. Breathe nice and deep. And then heel toe your foot wide, hands down or onto your thigh, tuck your back toes. Breathe out and lift, breathe in and lower. So increasing the stretch down the front of the thigh again. Breathe in, lower, breathe out and lift. Breathe in, lower. If it feels good to hold it and lift, hold it there. Press pause, take a few breaths, slowly release now and take both feet back, tucking the toes under, bring the feet and the knees in, and you're just going to rock backwards and then we're going to rock forwards. So you feel a nice stretch down the Achilles tendon and into the calves, and again, if your place feels good, hold it there. I know I wanted to in this bit. Kept rocking forwards and you just had a little pause. So if you like, find that position or that spot that feels really good. Keep breathing nice and smooth, nice and deep. Walk your hands in, bring your feet a little bit wider, probably about as wide as your mat. Turn your toes out slightly. Come down either into a sumo squat or bring your hips all the way down. Now just check that your heels are down. And then if they're not, bring your hips higher, take your feet wider, whatever you need to do. Then bring your hands down, breathe in and lengthen your spine. Breathe out and hold it here. Just feel the lower spine and the hips release. Now heel toe your feet in, hip width apart, forward fold over your legs. And then breathe in. Just rock your weight forward slightly. Breathe out to roll up through your spine, all the way up to standing. And that is our Pilates class for runners today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class. Please like and share and subscribe to the channel if you would like more classes. And I shall see you next week. Thank you. Bye.